Hello and welcome back. We are about to get our next game underway, or started, depending on which one you want to do, between Flawless Victory and Zanark and Apes. Flawless Victory will have first pick and ban, and Zanark and Apes is a repeat player. They've made the finals twice, have never been able to pull it out in the finals. Let's hope that they might get to the finals again and maybe get their triumphant rise skin this time. We're excited to see. We got a Thresh ban and a Jax ban by each respective team. Tell us what you think about those bans.
Thresh ban. I think it's pretty standard. Thresh can completely take over a game. Jax ban, carry top laner. It's an okay ban, I guess. I'm more interested to see what if there are any mid lane or jungle bans.
We see a Braum ban coming in. It looks like Flawless Victory is heavily focusing on those support style bans. We have a Cassidon ban by ZanarkandApes.
Kassadin ban's big. Kassadin's another champion that can take over Braum. Haven't really seen him played much, but he offers a great kit bot lane.
A big one banned out, Kale, no longer available for play, as well as Lee Sin.
Those two are the biggest bans. Lee Sin, top tier jungler. Kale, top tier top laner and mid laner. I mean, she can completely save a team fight. So yeah, I'm actually happy those two are out.
We're waiting on our first pick here from Flawless Victory. They picked up Gragas. Looks like Jungle Gragas. What are we thinking with this?
Um, could go jungle, could go support. I'm more leaning towards support just because of the utility he offers bot lane.
Yeah, we don't see Gragas played much in mid anymore. We see a lot of top jungle or support. He has a lot of different abilities that he can go. It would be interesting to see where this one can go. We have a Karma and a Lucian picked up by Zanark and Apes.
I say that's their bot lane. I mean, that Lucian pick was obviously premeditated. They seem to highly value Lucian. Karma Lucian is a great lane, especially against Gragas support.
Wow, we have a big comp coming up right now. Yasuo, Janna, Gragas. That ult chain is going to be immense.
I say
Gragas ult into Yasuo ult into Janna Q. That's a very potent combination. And they picked Zyra. Zyra's probably even a little bit better because of her ult.
so.
What do
I,
you
I
think?
call it Zyra support. They're gonna have a uh, probably immobile AD carry. I'm guessing Ashe or MF, and yeah, that should work tremendously with Gragas and Yasuo. I think it's a fantastic pickup.
Yeah, a lot of the times you'll see people pick Yasuo and their teams not have the necessary composition to back it up. But this team has definitely seemed to pick around the Yasuo. Gragas and Zyra fit perfectly with the displacement ults that are required. I think that's going to be a really good comp. And we see on Xanark and Apes, Twisted Fate and Bai being locked in.
Twisted Fate, I think, is a good pick into Yasuo. You can negate his flow shield really easily and duel him until 6 pretty easily. Vi is another good pick. She's an all-around great jungler. I'm liking Zanark and Apes team comp a lot more at the moment than Flawless Victory.
So you think the the teleport pick comps are better than the overall team fight ultimate comps?
I do. I just think that there's a smaller margin for error, and I also just like the lane matchups that Zanark and Apes has chosen for themselves.
Okay, okay. I think that Karma Lucian is definitely powerful. I think with just the ults from coming out from Gragas, Yasuo, and Zyra, they might have a little bit of trouble during team fights, but if they can focus more on picking stuff out and pushing lanes generically, that would definitely favor their gameplay. We have a Tristana and a Jarvan picked up on the side of Flawless Victory.
Now, I do not agree with this Jarvan pick at all because they have a Vi and a Lucian on their team, which are can both easily escape the Jarvan ultimate, and I think Vi can duel Jarvan most of the way through the game and win. Not agreeing with that Jarvan pick, even in top lane.
I think that Jarvan can be very strong, especially with Yasuo. Yasuo's pop up, or Jarvan's pop up, is going to complement this team even more. As I said, they seem to be really focusing in on that Yasuo. So with Jarvan's pop up being an armor shred, I think that's going to heavily help out Yasuo ults as well as Tristana and to a lesser extent Zyra. So
Well, every champion on Flawless Victory has some type of displacement for Yasuo to use. That's fantastic if Yasuo is able to capitalize on it, and that's going to be the big thing. Also, that Shen pick, that's tremendous.
Shen again doing great. I have this global team on the side of ZanarkandApes is something we haven't seen a lot of. Shen doesn't really have a lot of pushing power, but with TF and Shen, you see a lot of dive buddy comps, a lot of let's put four people bot really quick because we can comps. So it'd be really interesting to see how these individual teams run what they have. I think that Shen and TF could really change the way that this game goes, and it's going to be very interesting to see how each team uses their respective strengths. Where one team has a lot of team fight potential and a lot of working together, everything synergizes well with each other, and the other team has a lot of global pressure that can put the other team on their back indefinitely.
Yeah. Uh, they're definitely two different styles of play that we're going to see. Uh, I'm liking ZanarkandApes' ability to adapt to everything that can happen in the game just with their picks. I'm also seeing the possibility for a 2v1 lane swap.
Yeah, we talked about the 2v1 lane swap last time, and it would have probably been a better idea than what they had went with originally. But why would you think a 2v1 lane swap would favor a champion like Lucian?
Uh, well, Lucian Karma into Tristana Zyra can go either way. It's just that with Lucian Karma, you're able to bully Tristana really hard. It's just that Zyra is able to apply a lot of poke damage with E and Q and plants as well. Tristana also has her explosive passive when she kills a minion, and it can just be a lot of harass very easily. Also, Shen does really well in a 2v1 lane just because you don't need to get hyper farm carried or hyper farmed or anything like that. You can kind of just sit there. Also, top lane Gragas, you could punish him severely hard with Lucian Karma.
I could see that. I could see how the 2v1 lane swap would be good for Tristana and Zyra. I just think that with the lane advantage you have with Lucian and Karma, it might be better to have put them up against a late game carry like Tristana to try and shut her down early. I think if Tristana can get going with this individual team comp that's going to lock their entire purple team down, I think that that's really your main focus. If you can hold down Tristana, their follow-up's not going to be as nice, and their ability to 100-0 teams is not going to be there. And I think that's what you got to focus on.
Definitely. I think it all relies on ZanarkandApes and who they value as the most valuable target. I mean, if they think top lane Gragas is a threat, 2v1, shut him down. I don't really count on it, but it's a possibility. I could see why it would work. A 2v2 conventional lane would probably be better. Or I could also see 2v1 swapping your AD carry and support in the mid lane to shut down Yasuo, since Flawless Victory's team is built around Yasuo.
I agree. I think if Yasuo gets shut down, which is a possibility, not really typically happening with a Twisted Fate. Not really a shutdown carry per se. But I think that if Yasuo gets shut down, or if Yasuo can't ult the right targets, I think that a lot of their power falls back on Tristana if there is any left at that point. So if you can shut down Tristana and you can shut down Yasuo, those are going to be your key points for this game, and that's going to be what this team in ZanarkandApes should probably focus on. As we get into the load screen, we see that it's actually a top Gragas. This is a very popular playstyle. How do you think this is going to go against a Shen?
I predict Shen winning out in the long run, but I'm sure Gragas can pressure Shen in lane, because all Shen really has is his Vorpal Blade and your Key Strike passive, which pops once every 8 seconds unless you're auto-attacking minions, which you normally don't do in top lane. And you can harass with Vorpal Blade, but Gragas is going to beat you out with Q harass, so lane dominance I'm giving to Gragas, but I don't know. We'll have to see how Gragas utilizes teleport and if Shen can interrupt him or not.
That's another important note. Shen does not have teleport. A lot of times Shens will run with teleport because it allows them to ult one lane and then get right back to their own. In this case, that is not available to him, so that Shen immense global pressure of being on one end of the map and being on the other again is not going to be there. So Gragas can split push, Gragas can do all the things that you normally can't against a Shen.
Yeah, it's almost having his split push and overall contributing power when you're not running teleport with Shen. You are able to split push, but that ult has a tremendously long cooldown and it's really valuable.
Alright, so we're finally into the game. Why don't you run us through the matchups, what you expect to see from each lane, and what item builds you expect to see?
I expect a conventional 2v2 bot lane, Lucian Karma to pressure out Tristana Zyra. I expect normal lanes. Karma started with the Frostfang pick, so did Zyra, so extra AP damage. They're both running biscuits. Zyra started wards, so expecting a aggressive ward start, but you never know. I'm expecting to see Lucian get a Bloodthirster first, even though it is much more expensive. It would utilize a lot of things he needs in lane, especially the shield. The shield would help him as well. That trinket ward right by blue buff by Jarvan. Nice warding. Spotted 3 members.
Do you think that we're looking at an early invade here from purple team, or is this just more of a defensive play?
I say they have really good invade potential, but I don't see them going for it just because that trinket ward spotted them.
Okay. So the aggressive warding by Jarvan seems to have held off what appeared to be an invade. They went with a very defensive stature, and Gragas stayed up top. If that had broken down to a fight, which it didn't, Gragas would have been punished heavily.
Also, red side is completely warded by both teams.
Yeah, this is a interesting start out by each team. Jarvan actually arriving to red buff a little bit later, went over to mid lane for whatever reason, and so now we are just getting started towards what we have in each individual lane. We see already Lucian able to bully out Tristana with his quick Q double shots. Tristana is going to have a disadvantage in this lane until about level 9, where she just starts to outrange everyone and can poke incessantly. But until then, it's going to be a very Lucian Karma dominated lane, and I don't think that the Zyra pick plays into that very well.
Especially in the early game. I mean, Lucian and Karma will have an edge most of the game, but in this early game, Tristana's going to be pretty farm starved.
Yeah, do you think that there's a way with their particular comp that they're able to get Tristana farming, or is it just going to be a matter of trying to survive until that power spike hits?
I think she's gonna have to just try to survive in Karma. Her range does increase, so I think she's gonna be able to count on that. But those mantra Qs from Karma and the Q Light Slinger from Lucian are just keeping tabs on them. They're pushed pretty far back in their turret.
We see Shen actually getting the early jump on Gragas, which we did not expect. We expected Gragas to be able to force Shen out of lane early. But that Vorpal Blade Harass just seems to be doing all sorts of work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually really surprised. I had expected Gragas to come in here with more defensive stats. Well, never mind, he has 43 armor and 40 magic resistance. Just good pressure from Shen.
Yeah, so even through the tank runes, Shen is managing to get off enough harass to be really impactful. And we see two junglers bot. This could be really exciting. Jarvan's coming in. Zyra's already almost dead. Vi's not even in the fight. Vi Q's in, flashes, misses the Vault Breaker.
Oh,
we got two
wow.
people walking out with barely any health. Vi misses her flash Vault Breaker, was not able to secure the kill. Tristana nor Zyra go down even though they were almost no life. Lucian does not get the kill. That was a very exciting thing that just didn't happen. There was so much pension, so much build up there that for nothing.
However,
Yasuo,
Tristana burnt heal and Zyra burnt flash.
see a gank coming in here mid. Twisted Fate did not have that stun card locked in, so was not able to crowd control Yasuo for any more than the original Vi Vault Breaker. And Yasuo walks away and lives to farm another day. We have TF locking in that blue card, keeping some mana back in the middle. You know, we weren't able to lock up the lane domination with TF. He was certainly outclassed by the Yasuo early, especially with his 33 CS to TF's 30 CS. So a little bit of an advantage there. Let's see how Yasuo uses it later in the game.
I say Yasuo is going to keep on to the advantage most of the game, unless TF snowballs off of his Destiny Gate ganks, which I don't see happening.
Oh, we see Jarvan coming in here. Yasuo wind walls that W from Twisted Fate. There's no additional pressure there. Lucian comes in behind a Q on their Karma, double shots twice, gets the procs off. Zyra goes down, not able to use her ultimate passive, and that was a good, clean solo kill by Lucian with Karma supporting him. So I guess it wasn't really a solo kill, but that was a great kill.
Great kill by bot lane. Just
great kill by bot lane. What do you think the strategical influences of not having or being too far out without your AD carry there for Zyra?
I think she's a little too confident in herself. Also, I think she was counting on her AD carry to come up, but I mean, Tristana is not too far behind, but she certainly knows that Lucian can hurt her pretty bad, and they lose trades. So I guess a little miscommunication down bot lane. Zyra thought they could win trades, and Tristana didn't. Is my guess.
Yeah, I think a lot of this bot lane is coming down to just the early pressure. It just seems like Tristana and Zyra are evenly skilled with this Karma and Lucian, but the early game pressure from Lucian and Karma poke is just pushing them out of lane, and they can't even stay in.
Definitely.
Also, Zyra seems to have an interesting rune setup. Does not have a lot of armor in her runes at all.
She might be running health.
Armor.
Because health does stack better than armor if you're running it in runes. You get +1 for armor and just a little bit more health, but if I was her, I'd be definitely running armor.
We see Gragas starting to push Shen out here a little bit. Yasuo goes on the TF, does not use his ultimate behind that pop-up. He gets poked back to the same damage he did to TF, so maybe not the smartest trade for Yasuo if he's not going to pop that ultimate.
I wonder if he's saving it for a gank, maybe get TF overconfident. Also, we didn't see TF get the second blue buff, so...
TF coming down with an ult! Right there! He
locked
gets
in
the
Zyra.
down! Oh! The Shen
Shen's
ult
coming in.
revives someone in!
Oh, this is a kill
on
volley.
Zyra goes down! Lucian's right under there, Karma taking a shot, Shen takes another tower shot, Shen
the
lives
heal
up and
saved
heals
him,
the
oh my
Lucian.
god.
double tower dive, 5 people bot. That was an impressive amount of coordination. That was a great play. Now they look towards Dragon.
Here's why that worked so well. Karma and Lucian understood their bot lane now tremendously. Vi was coming down with the Shen. The Q into the ultimate, blocking up the bot lane for the Lucian kills is great, but also the tower dance is what allowed them all to live.
Yeah, that was a great toggle back and forth of the individual tower aggro, and so no one took as much damage as they were originally supposed to, and so they were able to dive that tower and get that dragon with almost no backfire.
They only lost top tower, so it's worth it, definitely.
Yeah, and then top tower is not that really strategically important to lose, especially with a Shen. It's not going to make enough pressure to change anything really about the game. So I will take a dragon and 2 kills for a tower any day.
Let's talk about the CS discrepancy in mid lane. We see Yasuo going for a blade instead of a static shiv, which could backfire, but it's 72 CS to 52, and Twisted Fate's only sitting on a Thorn's Ring and Secret Card.
A lot of times, the new Yasuo, we see them going for that Cutlass first, just for the lane presence. When you go for static shiv first, it's really difficult early to really bully people out of lane and to use your abilities because you don't have any life steal or really damage. Lucian dashes in, calling the face on Jarvan comes in, the dopey-dope,
teleport down from Gragas.
Hits the barrel, Jarvan's gonna dive under tower, one more auto attack, Tristan secures the kill. That was a great play from Jarvan and Gragas to come in there right in the nick of time. Sadly, no one went down.
That was a 2-0. That was
a 2-0 trade and a tower. So
and
we see
out of her jungle.
Flawless Victory just pulled back everything that they lost.
Yeah, the gold lead's down to less than 1k now.
I think once they get this tower, it'll be right around tied. And really just the Dragon's the one thing that's pushing this game beyond blue team's grasp.
Yeah, I mean, 0.3k gold is it's not bad at all.
And we can't overemphasize the mid lane CS discrepancy.
Exactly. I mean, TF's sitting on 3 Doran's Ring and boots at the moment. Oh, TF tells.
Oh, we got it all coming in. We got a stun card coming down. He walked through the wind wall.
Oh.
What a great thought! Wow, that was an awesome idea. He's gonna come in. Blue card.
Oh, blue card.
Fish blue card. Where's it at? And he misses the Q.
He misses.
Vi's gonna get one more hit. Oh, Gragas steps in front of the Q. Vi is not able to secure the kill.
Jarvan's coming down.
Jarvan's under
Jarvan's
tower.
dead.
Gonna die. Oh, wow. What seemed to be a great
Wow.
play by blue team ended up being a better play by blue team. That was a great idea.
Flawless Victory way ahead in that. Just from coordination. I mean, that wasn't even much mechanical skill, and that was just bad timing. Overconfidence by Zanarkand.
That was an interesting turn of events. It seemed like Flawless Victory was going to get decimated in that fight. Yasuo had 1 hit left before he was dead, but Vi could not get that kill. Ends up getting out, but then they lose Karma anyway to what seemed like questionable positioning. So we'll see how the rest of this game goes, but that was a very interesting exchange.
The flow shield was tremendous, and the only reason Yasuo survived there. I think it activated twice. Once when he first got ganked, and then right before Vi got the Vault Breaker auto attack on him.
Do you think that flow shield might be a little unbalanced?
No, I think it's pretty balanced. It's not a tremendous amount. I mean, it's only 125, so it's not bad. It's just frustrating. Dragon's up in a minute 46.
Yeah, it looks like the next big plays here is going to be to Dragon. It seems like both teams have kind of settled back into farming and warding routines, trying to get vision up and trying to get as much experience as we can for the next big fight.
So again, we're seeing a blade out of the Lucian, which is interesting. He's pretty far ahead of Tristana at the moment. Interesting. What do you think about that?
I see a lot of Blade of the Ruin King as being he's fearful of the stick, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
if someone can get on him and stay on him, he's a useless AD carry. And Blade of the Ruin King offers a lot of utility that will allow them to not have to peel as hard for Lucian because he possesses a certain amount of self-peel. So,
However, Tristana is almost 1,000 gold behind Lucian. Do you think he should capitalize on the gold lead better?
I think it's hard to say that he should capitalize on the goal lead better when he's 3-1. But at the same time, there are certain items that will snowball a game harder than Blade of the Ruin King. But at the same time, as an AD carry, if you're not alive, you're not helping your team.
Yeah.
And I think Lucian is... Oh, wow, Gragas is doing a lot more damage to Shen than Shen thought he would. Shen's trying to up his warp kill. Oh. Now we see Gragas, he's just taking the solo kill. He thinks he can win this. He thinks he can kill this by himself. TF's coming in. TF's got a stun card. Oh, there comes the
They don't have enough damage to kill him.
Whatever that is called. Sorry.
Ghosts.
TF does another
and
pass, comes in. He might be able to get
Does he have enough damage? Jarvan's coming up.
Gragas with the juke, red card. Let's
Red
get another
card.
throw. And there we go.
That's-
TF takes him down with his passive and his Q. We have a Lucian coming in. Zyra, this might be an ult. There's the ult.
Dead
Called
Zyra.
it. Yasuo has nowhere to
Mantra
go.
Q.
Karma comes down. TF takes him on Jarvan, gets him with the passive. Shen and TF able to solo out that Jarvan.
Pushing tier 2 bot.
And now the split push is coming in with Tristana, as well as the individual pushes by Purple Team. They seem to be more deadly than one person pushing a tower, with Karma going to be there to counter anyway.
Karma had a nice purchase on her back though. She bought Home Guard mobility points to save that tier 2.
Well, now, not only did they not get that tower they were split pushing for, they lost a tower as well as 4 kills. I mean, that was a questionable play by Tristana. What do you think that puts them in as far as strategical stance?
Tristana needs ground to make up, but I don't think she's going about it in the right way. She's going about it in a very solo, almost double lift-esque way, when I think she should be more contributing to her team. I mean, Yasuo has a big CS lead on TF. They're about 300 gold separated TF in the lead, but Yasuo able to put out a whole bunch of damage. So is Gragas. I think she should stick with her team more instead of trying to get her gold from farming.
Yeah, I think a lot of their strategic ability is not going to come with splitting because of the global ultimates from Purple Team. It's going to be sticking together as a team, and they just don't seem to be dedicated to finding a good team fight. So.
Also, itemization on Jarvan is a little interesting. He's opting for a Negatron Cloak and Kindle Gem with Spirit of the Elder Lizard. What do you think he's building there? Do you think it's a Solari?
Yeah, that's really the only thing that can be built from that combination of items. I mean, I guess you could, build a Spirit Visage or Banshee's Veil, but that wouldn't really use the Kindle Gem that much. But either way, oh god, Vi hits it with the Ball Breaker. We got the Shen coming in. Oh, they're just gonna take the tower. They're gonna back off here. Shen's ult got canceled. Oh, Yasuo comes in. Gragas, Jarvan, catch out Vi. Trying to get away. TF gets out. Got Gragas in there. Tristana gets in there, gets an assist. We got a Q coming in for the back. We got Yasuo coming in for the kill. Jarvan pokes the KS there. That might have been a little unnecessary, but still a good kill secure. That was a huge turnaround for blue team. Purple team dived in there, got caught out in the jungle, was not prepared for what just happened. Great original play by purple team, but was not able to finish with effectiveness.
However, blue team, I don't know what they're gonna capitalize off of that. I mean, Yasuo is backing 1,700 golds. I wonder what he's probably gonna finish a Phantom Dance or his ship. But they didn't push for towers or anything. I mean, all tier 2s are still standing. Dragon wasn't up.
Well, we see even with the equalizing there's still 3,000 gold behind purple team.
Also,
A substantial lead.
yeah.
Oh, we got stuff coming down. Vial going in. We got the stun card coming down. Wild Ace coming through. That's a dead Tristana. Not necessarily caught out per se, but maybe a little too far extended for that tower. Trying to save it, trying to farm up.
Again,
Nope.
she's
Coming in.
being double lifted and trying to get ahead from solo farming, and it cost her that time.
I don't know about calling out Double Lift Senpai, but that was certainly not the greatest play. Seems to be more focused on what she needs rather than what the team needs. Not really playing a team game. We got Gragas coming in behind a Yasuo. If Gragas can hit a dash barrel... Oh, Yasuo! Sick! Q cuts down! Double kill for Gragas! That was a big play. Calling across their faces. Still chasing on to Lucian. Yasuo is a very good chaser with a minion line. Lucian able to use his dash to get away. Karma comes in with a Q. Lucian turns back around. Hits Gragas plunges in. Dashes goes a little too deep. Zanark coming down. Push down. Shen goes in. Jarvan's on to Lucian. Oh, can Jarvan solo out Lucian? We got Gragas reinitiating. Yasuo's poking on the side. Tristana's coming in. Tristana might turn this fight. Tristana is not engaged. Tristana backs off. Jarvan goes down. Wow, that was a big kill trade. We got 3 for 1. Purple team able to turn that around in a way that was not expected. After that Yasuo Gragas double kill, that was impressive.
Yeah, Tristana had tremendous opportunities to do free damage there, and she didn't capitalize on it. I mean, I guess she was worried that she was going to get turned around on, but she has rapid fire next. So, I mean, she was able to get shots in. I don't know what her thought process was.
It seemed like she was not ready to engage, did not get a great stutter step going on or a great positioning going on. It was a little disappointing to see her in such great aggressive position and then really seeming to just back out. I think a better play there would have been to go into the back line of the team and try and snowball the fight, but
they definitely could have traded 3 for 2.
Yeah, I think that would have been a better play, but at the same time, she saw something that she didn't like, and we can only say that she did not die. So that, it's the best play.
We see Lucian with the pickaxe and BS sword, so that leads me to think he's building Infinity Edge, which is a great pickup and would spiral him a lot farther ahead than Tristana in terms of damage.
Interesting Lucian build. Oh, we have Gragas over on the side. TF hits him with a stun card. Oh, we have Flag.
Whoa, where did that go?
In Yasuo, Zyra all down. Yasuo also to one person. Shen standing up front. We got the ultimate from Lucian getting completely blocked out by the wind wall.
Oh, Tristana.
I don't know who's winning right now. This is a very confusing fight. TF and Gragas are still battling out. Gragas goes in, solo kill. Oh, TF blasts out of the barrel. Gragas got nothing left. TF's coming, stun card coming out. Dash kills him. Not able to escape the Gragas kill. Looks like purple team's pushing down mid now. Not a whole lot they can do. Full life Lucian, no life Yasuo. Let's see what happens now. Gragas pushed top. Jarvan's backing. That was an impressive fight. It seems like purple team took the biggest advantage from that, losing two people. And Gragas is now stealing red buff. And purple team's back them off.
I think blue team is behind, but it's not incredibly noticeable in team fights because Zyra is 0-7. She's still able to do her utilities even if she doesn't do much damage. But that Thornmail and Sunfire on that 4-0 Shen is ridiculous, and I'm sure that's why Tristana is iffy in fights.
Yeah, Shen basically just stood up front there the whole time and took on their whole team and was like, hey, come fight me. The team was not able to push through that front line, and that's ultimately why the purple team took a bigger advantage out of that. They couldn't get past Shen.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been an advocate for Shen top because you can do this. I'm probably expecting a random wins out of Shen just for the cold steel passive and active effects.
Got a little bit of him hauling around here around Dragon Pit. Blue team does not want to engage. They have split up. positioning, and purple team is now going straight for a power play on Dragon. Karma's out a little bit farther. They take down the Dragon. The Zyro comes right on top of the Dragon.
Only hits one.
He is taken out. Lucian's almost down. Tristana jumps in. Vine takes out the Dragon. Purple team turns back on the blue team. Blue team is going down.
Oh.
Lucian turns that around on Jarvan, able to Q. Blinding light. Shen's coming out for Gragas. Gragas is the only one left. The blue team. Taunt goes down. Q goes down. Lucian's on the sideline. Oh! Gragas flashes and takes out Lucian with a body slam. Gragas is still alive. Gragas making plays. Gragas going for the Karma. He's got one more Q left in him. Is Karma's damage going to take him out? Karma takes down the Gragas. 5-4 for 5. That was incredible.
That was the most dynamic fight of this game. And I'd honestly give it to blue team. Just because it might have brought them back in the game a little.
I don't know if I can give that to any team. That purple team should have won that hands down. But they walked away with one person left.
TF and Lucian got split just at the start of the fight from the category. Lucian would wait to go to engage the fight. Vision was paramount in that because blue team had no vision around the Dragon, so they had to go blindly, which purple team should have capitalized on, but they got beat in the team fight.
I mean, you gotta hand it to Gragas though, man. He woke up and put his carry pants on today.
9-3.
I mean, this is impressive. He took down 3 players of the team by himself. Granted, he is very tanky with that Iceborne Gauntlet and has a lot of utility-based damage as well as some magic resist going on, but that was still impressive. Oh, Lucian slows out the Gragas. Jarvan! Dash gets cancelled! TF comes in, takes down Jarvan, takes down Gragas, pushes turret, blue team gets middle. Karma's trying to defend, not much he can do.
I don't know if that was worth it for purple team.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the best play for purple team, but they did get 2 kills and a tower. It looks like they're turning on to this inner tower as well as Shen pushing bottom for another inner tower.
Look at Karma stopping the backstab, so they can't get they're gonna get 2 tier 2s off this.
Karma playing a key role here in keeping these people here. Voltbagger comes in by Shin one-shot Cyrus. Cyrus down. Ult coming in from Shen. Do they tower dive? No, they back off the tower dive. They got minions way back at their own base. I don't know what the play is here, but that was a great pickup for kills. We got TF coming down on the Tristana. Ult's in the wrong position. Tristana's still alive, still auto attack. Shen's up front, not much they can do. TF comes in, more magic damage, more penetration, more coming in. Lucian took 2 tower shots, not necessarily.
Oh, he's still tanking the tower.
Oh, Lucian flashed right by the tower shots at a perfect time. Minions are pushing up. They're going to get this inhibitor tower. Gragas is still alive. Maybe he can carry again. We'll see. They back off wisely. Probably going to go pick up some more objectives. That was a great fight from purple team.
Purple team is 10k on the head. It's definitely.
Oh, Karma tries to get fancy. Gets caught out by Gragas.
So
Oh, Lucian has like 10 life left. He's playing a dangerous game. This is a great game. Each team seems to be really evenly matched. There doesn't seem to be a huge skill discrepancy in this game. They are just
the blue team. They definitely know how to play when they're behind and play well.
They have a great ultimate combo. I think really blue team is not out of this game. Blue team is not lost yet at all. If they can get one team fight in without getting picked off at the beginning, I think they can snowball this game really hard, especially with how strong this Gragas is.
Now look at the vision control, because the only wards I see on the map right now are purple team. They have the 2 pinks over by Dragon, and then the 1 ward in Baron Pit. And then there's a ward in a couple wards down red side jungle for blue team and top side jungle, but I don't know.
The vision game seems to be pretty strong right now from both teams. Not really getting an advantage either way. More or less, this is going to come down to the Baron positioning now. It seems like they're doing the do-si-do around Baron. We'll see if anyone can catch someone out. Vi is going in. Vi is going in hard. Misses her Q. unable to get anything productive out of that pressure. Going back to Baron, see what they can do there. Maybe try and catch someone out. They are now doing the Baron bush bait. No one's ever seen this before. Vi goes in, gets her own. Jarvan locked out the entire back line, takes the culling to the face. Vi goes out, Jarvan goes down.
Oh, here's Gragas.
Gragas back in there. Gragas goes in on Lucian. Yasuo is almost dead. Lucian survives, or Lucian's dead, excuse me. Gragas goes into TF. TF's got a yellow card locked. I don't know how this... Shen's still pushing the bot, pushing that inhibitor tower. Gragas still
really wants this kill. Shen might be able to get good damage on this inhibitor.
Shen backs off the inhibitor wisely when he sees Zyra and Tristana coming. Another interesting note, Shen has Ravenous Hydra.
Interesting itemization, but I think it was a good move. He seems to know his split. Pretty valuable.
Yasuo seems to be going in on Shen. I don't know how this matchup goes for Yasuo, especially with that Sunfire and Thornmail on the Shen.
Almost.
Oh, Yasuo wisely dodges the taunt and Q combo from Karma. And we still have Gragas pushing up this inner tower. So blue team lost a lot in that fight. They won the actual fight, but they lost inhibitor tower. So we'll see how that influences the rest of the game.
So they're still 10k gold behind. Most of their gold is on Gragas. He's sitting on 11,000. I wonder if they're gonna try to dance around Dragon, or if they're just gonna do the Baron dance and try for team fights.
I think now the Baron do-si-do is the play. Obviously Lucian and them are going to come out and take out Dragon really quickly, but this isn't that important of an objective at this point. Really, the objective turn is going to be on Baron. I think blue team's going to focus Baron because they're behind. Oh, we have Lucian going in on Jarvan, zoned out by the Zyra Q. And now they just seem to be disengaging heavily as Jarvan's half health can't really take down the rest of the purple team.
Look at that interesting itemization on Vi. She's going for a damage-heavy build with Brutalizer, Hex Drinker, and Spirit of the Lizard. Oh, on Karma.
Interesting. Got the Jet coming in. Shen all goes through. Taunt coming. No, Taunt does not come down. Tristana escapes. Zyra's still in the fight. TF's trying to do what he can. Gets a blue card Q on Zyra. Takes down Yasuo. No, Yasuo's still alive. Yasuo's
takes down
Yasuo. Yasuo goes down. Shen comes in just to
Flash,
the top. TF ults back in. Oh, ults out actually. I thought he was going back in. We got Vi and Shen chasing down Tristana.
Oh, she misses her Flash Vault Breaker. How unfortunate.
Tristana dodges out the Vault Breaker with the jump, and Shen and Vi turn towards the bottom open inhibitor, as well as Lucian. So it looks like we're going to take this down unless Gragas can pull off another Christmas miracle.
So that was a 2-for-1. And purple team.
Shen goes in, Vi's right behind her. Vi almost completely obliterates Tristana, punches her in the face. Tristana backs off. The inhibitor's purple team, so they got a bunch of minions streaming into the base. This is going to be so much pressure for the blue team has to worry about. I'm going to lose Baron out for this most likely. Have to defend against those super minions coming into the bot lane.
Just good teamwork. Great teamwork from purple team and great capitalization, knowing what they need to do.
This is a great showing from purple team, just taking objectives, understanding what wins the game, understanding how aggressive they need to be. So much discrepancy on these teams. We have Karma with 43 farm, level 13. Zyra level 12 with 6 farm. Just the gold lead for purple team is becoming insurmountable at this point.
And look at the support. The support items tell the story of this game. I mean, Solari, Twin Shadows, almost a completed Frostfang on Karma, opposed to Mikhail's and Sorkwood's on Zyra.
Yeah, and the Mikhail's questionable after the recent nerfs. A little bit interesting that with the removal of the shield, that would be still a worthwhile item, especially when your 80 carry isn't doing as well as you would like.
Oh, Lucian gets completely obliterated.
Oh, but he turns around.
Oh, windfall.
Oh, he stops too soon. Wow, TF just got rocket busted in the face. Shen's still split pushing. Yasuo is running very well. Probably what that champion does best. Karma takes him out with a Q. Tristan is still fighting. Vault Breaker comes in.
Wow.
Nothing you can do. Vi and Karma turn towards the base while Shen is still pushing away happily, taking shots for days because he has like 7 million armor. Takes down a tower. Vi and Karma back off. Great fight for purple team. Great Baron. Just great playing all around.
I mean, vision control and gold lead was just. I mean, they got caught out pretty bad. Lucian got, I mean, completely obliterated, but they were still able to turn that around and get a Nexus tower off it. So, good play by purple team.
This is a great team showing by purple team, and I think another factor is that I really don't believe that blue team is out of this. I think that one good team fight, one good turn with that comp that they have, and it's going to be right back to being even again. I mean, this is getting late enough in the game to where everyone's really getting item builds. Everyone really has enough items to influence the game. And if purple team isn't careful, this can turn right back around on him, especially with the Fed Gragas and the combo with Yasuo, Jarvan, and Gragas. I think that's
definitely
a legitimate win.
Blue team has proven time and time again that they're able to completely isolate TF and Lucian, which are the two main damage dealers on the team. And if you do that, you get a good ult chain going on. Blue team can easily push for an inhibitor.
This Gragas fully believes that his team is going to win. He is not being soft at all. He's going straight in. The one thing they have to worry about now is the Shen split push is really becoming devastating.
They're going to have to keep someone ball lane to keep tabs on him.
Yeah, now we have Shen rotating up towards middle. This pressure is going to be a little bit more centered. Just let the super minions pressure the bot lane and have all 4 people come to the top. Yasuo goes in on TF. TF gets Shen ulted. Gragas ult comes in. We got Tristana shooting over the side. Tristana is taking out Karma. Tristana takes down TF. We got Vi on Tristana. Tristana was taking someone dead. Vi takes her down. Jarvan comes in. We still got Zyra going. We still got Yasuo auto-attacking. Zyra's plants up. Gragas is going back in. Gragas does not have the damage to push him out. Looks like a 2 for 2 with purple team pushing the pressure back on. Blue team's going to go back and heal. Probably try and re-engage this. Lucian is still attacking the tower. If he can get that down. Oh! Gragas goes in. Gragas getting hit in the face. Gragas goes down. Lucian. Jarvan goes back in. Yasuo takes down Lucian. Shen's still pushing the bottom inhibitor. Yasuo and Jarvan turn back onto him. Or Yasuo stays on Karma. Jarvan turns back onto Shen. Yasuo goes hard. Try to attack down Karma.
I don't know if that was the right move. He just gave up an inhibitor for a kill.
That was not the best move that Yasuo could have made, but at least he got the kill. That's as much as you can say. Yasuo is putting the chase on to Shen, trying to get some revenge. The Thornmail is doing wonders for Shen right now. Thornmail is just completely neutralizing anything that Yasuo can do to him, and Yasuo is not a weak champion right now.
Also, that Spirit Visage is helping the Vorpal Plates passive stacks as well. People count it out, but that really does help.
Yeah, this is a very strong Shen we're seeing right now. His damage, the cooldown he has. TF's ulting somewhere. TF ult on the Yasuo. Yasuo's gonna go down. Oh! Yasuo's not going down. This is a great turn. They both go down. The wild cards get him. Yasuo cues him in the face, and they both die like gentlemen.
That was a tremendous outplay by Yasuo. Plain and simple.
That was an amazing play. I did not think Yasuo had that in him. That turnaround shows that TF's not going to be able to dominate the map like we late game TFs are able to do. Now that map pressure from the bottom is largely gone, and Lucian is trying to make some plays.
That's something we need to touch on, though, is the fact that TF hasn't transitioned into late game as well as he probably could have.
Oh, Gragas goes in, Shadow comes down, Lucian's going back in,
Calling out.
Calling comes in, Gragas ult to the face, he gets Gragas down, Jarvan goes back in trying to stop it, can't stop it, Tristana is still sitting in the back line, Zyra cues zone everyone out. Vi's coming in with a Vault Breaker, gonna hit someone in the face. Gets Zyra. Shen's taking her down. Zyra escapes. Karma has to flash out, not able to get anything as far as kills. They're gonna turn towards the inhibitor.
Baron in a minute 30.
And blue team is so close to turning the corner. They keep getting initial good team fights, but the follow-up just isn't there. It seems like their AD carry is being a little bit too passive, sitting in the back lines, not making enough plays, where Lucian is actively going forward and trying to kill as many people as he can.
I wonder if it's comfort on the champion, because Supreme, the AD carry for the team, seems so timid in all the fights.
And that might be part of it. Oh, Lucian goes in on the jogging combo, just in the back, hitting everybody up. Purple team's going down, falling right after another. Tristana goes chase onto the TF, gonna take him down. TF tries to stun. Gragas is still chasing out Karma and Vi. That's exactly the turn I was talking about. Blue team still can come back into this. Jarvan, Yasuo, Gragas ults are going to chain so well together and annihilate the enemy. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what continues to happen.
That was a perfect example of Tristana being a part of the team fight and turning it around. That's what she needs to do every single team fight.
Tristana got in there with auto attacking the entire time, not seem timid, felt like she was going to do it. Zyra gets executed by minions. That's the question of play.
We have a 67 kill game. I mean, it is still anyone's game at this point.
This is an amazing display of what happens when teams are evenly matched. Just teams continue to make plays and just continue to push the game out farther.
No, Baron is he's going to be the last turning point for this game, I believe.
Yeah, the Baron fights have been big this game. That's how Purple Team originally snowballed the game. And once these inhibitors come back up, I think that Blue Team's going to go right back towards it. We see now Purple Team trying to establish vision dominance around the area.
Blue Team has no vision around the area, though. That's the main thing. It's just all assumption.
Uh-oh. Looks like Purple Team's setting up a death trap for Blue Team. Blue Team's gonna pop it early, though.
Oh, Gragas.
Now time to set it up. Gragas is almost down. Vi goes in on this.
Oh, the culling was tremendous there.
Something comes across Jarvan's face, knocks him down.
This might be game here.
That was a 3 for nothing.
That's an exposed Nexus.
That's an exposed Nexus. This might be the end. There are no Nexus towers left. This is just going to be an auto attack to finish the game.
A tremendous game by both.
Great game. Blue team really, I thought they had a chance to come back in this with the comp. Wasn't able to string it together. Purple team dominating performance. Great way to finish the game. That was amazing.
Just tremendous play from both teams.
I think that Purple team, you know, they did a great job. ZanarkandApes, we've seen them a bunch of times. They just know how to play the game. They know how to play an objective-based game, and they know how to take advantage of other people's mistakes. That's what they kept doing that game. That's what they continue to do in these tournaments, and that's supposedly what they're going to continue to do for the rest of the time that they play League of Legends. So, great job by ZanarkandApes. Still an impressive showing by Flawless Victory, and we wish you the best.
Yeah, it's just great showing. I mean, showed great teamwork, great champion understanding. Is just a completely different level than the first match, I believe.
Yeah, I think that the skill level was a bit higher, but I also think that the team synergy was a bit higher. Seems like these guys have played together a lot before, and we know they have. We've seen them in different tournaments. We've seen them here especially. But for now, we are going to go to commercial, and we will see you guys on the other side of the break.